When someone as larger than life as Hulk Hogan passes away, it doesn't feel real at first. The man wasn't just a wrestler. He was a force of nature, and for many, a symbol of strength, charisma, and unmatched dedication. Sylvester Stallone, who worked with Hogan in Rocky III, knew that better than most. He remembers the first time he met him in 1982.
This fellow was he was just at the beginning of his career. He hadn't quite come into his own yet. So we got him at a point where he was so enthusiastic. And I remember he was immense. He was probably about 315 pounds, but very smart.
That glow wasn't just physical. It was the way Hulk carried himself, larger than life yet thoughtful, powerful but careful, the kind of man who could lift you off your feet and still make sure you landed softly. During rehearsals for Rocky III, Stallone didn't expect just how real things were going to get. Hogan didn't hold back, not because he was careless, but because he wanted to give it everything. One time, he lifted Stallone and tossed him down like a rag doll. Stallone has worked with the best, but what made Hogan different wasn't just the power, it was the control.
He said that because he's also was very smart. You know, quite often people judge a book by its cover. I know what that feels like, and they did the same with him, but he was very smart, very entrepreneurial.
Even while pretending to knock someone out, Hogan could tap a cheekbone without leaving a bruise. But there was one moment that Stallone will never forget. He tried to choke Hogan during a scene, jokingly, to play around. What Hogan did next? Well, Stallone never forgot. And yet, even with all that strength, Hogan never wanted to hurt anyone. He just wanted to give fans something real.
No, you know, people underestimate how gifted some of these behemoths are, and he was the most gifted of all.
Now that he's gone, Stallone says what many of us feel. People knew Hulk Hogan as the immortal icon, the man who tore shirts and broke ropes. But Sylvester Stallone saw something else behind the roar. He saw a man with values, and a quiet kindness the world rarely got to witness.
I just remember two things. One, he throws me into the corner. He goes, "I'll be gentle." I said, "Okay."
That loyalty showed in everything Hulk did, not just in the ring, but in real life. He remembered names. He showed up. Even if your role was small, Hogan made you feel important. He wasn't perfect. No man is. But he tried. And sometimes, trying with your whole heart is all that really matters. When Stallone heard about his death, he said the world got a little quieter. The kind of quiet that feels like something's missing from the air. Even now, Stallone can't quite believe he's gone. The man who once towered over him, now just a memory. But the truth is, people like Hulk Hogan don't ever really leave us. Not when they've inspired millions. Not when they gave everything they had every time they stepped into the light. So here's to the man who slammed thunder and laughed like a lion. Here's to the gentle giant who gave everything for the show. And even more to the people who needed him off stage. He didn't just entertain. He mattered.